What's going on, NEM crew? Welcome back to the channel. I actually forgot to film an intro for this video, but we're going to be covering and taking care of the first big step in getting the new seats to fit inside the Datsun. Hope you guys are staying safe, staying healthy, and enjoy the video. See if they fit, first of all. I mean, there's no reason why they shouldn't. Fuck, dude. That's actually making me shit. Oh, baby! Do they fit or no? Ah, they do. Holy shit, that's gonna look sick though.
Yeah.
So yeah, we should wait for the rails.
Wait for the rails because we need to know how high to make it.
Alright guys, it's now the next day. I've been doing some thinking. I've decided I'm actually gonna just go ahead and try and build these brackets without the rails. I'm impatient and I just want to get these done. I want to just try and get the seats in the car as soon as possible. So to avoid further delays and having to make the brackets once the rails come in, we're just going to go ahead and try and build some brackets. Today we're going to use the old seats as a reference. And then we're just gonna see how it goes from there. The seat is in the car right now. It's not fitting 100% just because of the transmission tunnel. It comes down where the center console goes and it kind of bows outward. Right now the seat is hitting right up against there, but it is just sitting on the actual risers that are on the floor pans. There we go. So it's actually going to be raised up once the bracket goes in, and then once the rail goes in, it'll probably jump up about half an inch, maybe a little bit more. So it should raise it above that little part that's bowing outward. So it should give us a little bit more room for the seat to actually fit in there. So I don't really have any doubts with that. So we're just going to kind of go ahead today, build the brackets. Worst case scenario, we can make some minor adjustments down the road. But I think we'll have no issues getting them in. So let's just dive right in. We're gonna start taking some measurements, and then we'll go from there. I'll kind of run you through the steps that I'm thinking of in my mind to kind of plan this out and do this. So what we're going to do is we're actually just going to make a stress cut. So we're going to measure the distance that we need for the cut to actually, or the bend to start, and then we're going to mark it. And with the grinder, we're actually going to cut just over about halfway through the thickness of the metal here, and then we're going to bend it over, make sure it's at the right angle, and then we can definitely just then with the welder tack it in place. Alright guys, after a bunch of back and forth, I finally have a template that we can use to make the rest of the brackets for the car. Ended up being a long battle. I know I was going to try and do some stress cuts, bend it. I didn't end up doing that. Ended up cutting everything off and then just tacking everything in the car. That way I knew everything fit 100%. So this is what we have so far. So that's our one bracket. Obviously there needs to be another one for that side. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna unbolt this bracket that we have made, and we're just gonna make use that as a template, and we're gonna make 3 other pieces. So we're gonna make 3, one for that side, and then 2 more for that seat on that side. Once we have that done, we'll probably stop there. We're not going to be drilling the holes or anything for the other pieces just until the rails, this thing's not focusing. Oh, is that better? There we go. We won't be drilling the holes in the other brackets just until the rails come in because of spacing and things like that. We might be able to make it work, but I have a weird feeling we're gonna have to make little bolt tabs that kind of bracket that branch off of the brackets here. So that will be done once the rails come in. We will also have to contend with the transmission tunnel. If you guys know these cars, it's fairly common when you're putting new seats in or aftermarket seats that the transmission tunnel does get in the way. For whatever reason, it does bow out closer to the back over here. So right around where the in front of this bolt, it curves over. So there's this big hump here, and it comes kind of all the way starting up here. So we may have to fight with that a little bit. The reason being is up top here, it's raised so much that it actually, the seat, once you put the bracket on in the seat rail, it's actually gonna raise it to about here, which doesn't really impact it too much. Whereas at the back of the rail, it's going to be sitting, and this arch is obviously higher at the back, so we may have to bang that in a little bit. Before that gets done though, again, we're gonna wait for the rails to come in, and we're going to see obviously what's behind the sheet metal on the other side and make sure there's no brackets or nothing. For example, the transmission, we wanna make sure that we're not bending something that's gonna cause mechanical damage to anything. It shouldn't, but we're gonna just make sure we double check that. All right, I've been rambling a lot. Now that you guys know where we're at, I'm gonna dive right in. We're gonna montage the shit out of the rest of this video. We're gonna make 3 more duplicated brackets. Let's do it.
Times we had, I see it now, I see it now. Real love, now I'll break through to show to you that I'm more good than I am bad. I work it out, I work it out. And I'll be somewhere that you need me, and I'll be holding my breath, waiting for you to show. Show to you that I'm more good than I am bad. I work it out, I work it out. And I'll be somewhere that you need me, and I'll be holding my breath, waiting for you to show.
Alright guys, that's going to be a wrap for today's video. We got all of the brackets here welded, cut, and made for the seats that are going to be going in the Datsun. The bolt holes are not drilled out on all of them because we want to wait for those rails to come in. So that will be coming up in the near future. Thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you guys liked it, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out and stay classy, crew.